What's going on YouTube? The White Ninja 636 here for a special little video. I got a shitload to talk about as far as my insurance and my actual bike, but we have a rare occasion today and I decided to rent a motorcycle because it's fucking nice out, and Strike talked to some subscribers and they met us out, so we're gonna do a little ride up to Starved Rock and we're gonna give you a little first impressions on this gorgeous bike that I'm on. I was originally signed up for a BMW S1000RR, and I guess they like double booked it. I don't know, it's two guys that run this thing out of their garage pretty much. And he's like, the other guy, he's like, I booked your bike, and he's like, the other guy's the one who lent out the other bike. So I was like, you know, whatever. So I ended up getting, you know, a discount on this bike. We're on Aprilia RSV4. So this is my first time ever on an Aprilia. I know absolutely nothing about these bikes, to be completely honest with you. So this is not going to be a technical review. This is going to be a very dumbed down ride and review video from me. First impressions. This bike is fucking loud. And it's not like M4 loud. It's like a muscle car loud. You know, it's got that like Ducati type sound. And it sounds mean, man. It feels like it's leaning a little to the left, and it looks like the left fork is leaking a bit. So that's going to kind of alter my perception a little bit of it. You know, I talked to the guy and he's like, you know, if the guys come back with the BMWs, he's like, I'll meet you somewhere and we'll swap them out. So I might get 2 reviews today, I don't know. So I decided to get this done now. This thing kind of bogs out in first gear. Like from a stop here. It moves. I've wanted to do a video on different bike classes for a while. You know, ever since I got the 300, I've always had my perception on leader bikes and, you know, super sports in general, and I'm gonna definitely make a different vlog for that. So we're on the Aprilia today. We'll kind of give you my piece by piece thought of it on the way. So yeah, the Aprilia, you know, to be honest, I don't know what year it is, I forgot. I'll double check and I'll throw a year right here-ish, I don't know. But yeah, this has been an experience. I don't think I would ever get this bike. It's just kind of rough. Riding, it's rough, it's not, you know, real smooth. It's just a beast. I mean, you can feel it, and it just feels like literally crazy. And I don't know, it's different. That was a cop. That could have been real bad real quick. We were making some pulls there, so that could have ended poorly. So I'll be giving my reviews a little bit as we go. I know the leader bike debate is pretty heavy, so you know, I'll do my best to give my take on it. Again, it's all just gonna be my opinion. Don't take anything I say wrong. This is all just stuff that I notice. It handles almost 100% different than my 636. I can't explain it. It's not like it doesn't, it feels good. It moves. But like just like normal turns, I haven't gotten a good feel for it yet. So when we're up in the mountains or the twisties for, you know, the quarter of a mile that it actually exists, I'll have a better idea. So yeah, leaning it over, it doesn't feel like it's a problem, but I still have not gotten a good feel for just like turning in general on this. I don't know, again, it just feels different for whatever the reason, maybe. I don't know how many people are gonna watch this. I know I got a couple subscribers that are on 300s. I know there are a couple who are on 600s. I don't really know what kind of bikes everybody rides, to be honest with you. I don't know my subscriber base that well, which is unfortunate. So, in this video, everybody post up. If you watch it, I want to see what bike you ride. year, make, model, everything about your bike. Post it up. And if you got a bike, or let's say you guys don't ride yet, put up the bike that you guys want to get. You know, I'm interested to hear kind of what we're looking at, and maybe I can get some demo days and test rides accordingly. You know, we'll see what we can work out. But riding a leader bike is not, it's not like as crazy as people make it out to be. Is there a lot of power? Yes, absolutely. I mean, for those who don't know, I've been riding for less than a year. I don't feel uncomfortable at all being on a leader bike. I mean, so you just have to have a little bit extra control in the throttle, but I mean, it kind of defeats the purpose, but at the same time, there are so many like driver aids that are on these bikes these days that you can push a couple buttons and it can make it fairly idiot proof, you know, like the traction control and stuff like that, the wheelie prevention, or whatever you want to call it. It's all there and built into these things. So I feel like the leader bike discussion, you know, 10 years ago was probably significantly different than it is today because of all these aids that you're allowed to turn on or turn off at a flick of a switch, you know? But that's just me talking. I'm new. I don't really know anything. I'm just talking out of my ass. But that's kind of my thought on it, where I feel like now it's not as crazy for somebody to get a leader bike because of all the added aids that comes with them. Not to say that they're not fast or you can't get in trouble with them, because believe me, you can. But it's a lot different now. This bike has no tank grips, and I'm used to like squeezing those grips, and it's all like slidey, and it's really narrow. Like this tank, I don't know if you can see it. It looks like it's kind of thick, but it like really jets in. So it's actually pretty comfortable without grips, but I'm just used to not being able to have any give on there. I had the mistake of being in 6th gear earlier at like 50 miles an hour, and it was at like 3,000 RPM, so I should probably not do that. That'll be a little different for me. I feel like I'm taking all the video away from where it should really be, and it should really be in Strike on 2 wheels. This is the first time I've seen his new CBR 600. For those who don't know, is RR. So yeah, this is the first time I've seen it. Looks clean. It's got that Yosh exhaust. Sounds good, man. I know he's really excited to do it. Aaron and myself, we both brought our cameras. Hopefully we'll get some cool shots. I'll probably throw those up on Instagram. Maybe I'll throw some at the end of the video. Depends how I'm feeling when I edit. But yeah, Strike's got his new bike, and I know he's just jacked out of his mind for it. So I'm really excited for him. I feel like I'm being selfish talking about this renter vehicle. Well, you know, he's got an actual new vehicle. It's just a machine. It's a tank. I don't know how to describe it. It's hard to describe like this, and I imagine, you know, I almost rode like a Panigale instead, and I imagine, you know, their sounds are relatively similar as far as, you know, the grunt. Again, I just got to get used to how this thing handles a little bit. Also, for those new, this is my first time riding since the accident, and God, it feels good to be back on 2. Oh, it's literally like a perfect day out. It's supposed to get like 70. To be honest, I got all this insurance crap going on. I didn't really want to rent. Strike's got literally all day to mess around. I was like, you know what? Let's do it. Why not? YOLO, folks, right? I think that's what the kids say. Maybe that's not in anymore. I don't know. I should probably look up on that. My overall impressions, though, I'm impressed. It's quick. It does what it needs to do. This is like a very specific bike catered to a very specific kind of rider. Like, they want to hear that huge grunt. They want to feel everything going on, and you feel everything going on in this bike. And the 636 is just, in comparison, it's just so smooth on everything it does. There's very little vibrations on anything, and it's just a different feel. Realistically, I want to look at the BMW. Not to buy. I have a 636. I have no need to buy another motorcycle right now. Don't misquote me on this, but everybody talks about how awesome and smooth the BMW is, and I was actually really looking forward to riding it and having a little review on it. I was really anticipating on doing a review on that, and for that reason, I don't really have a lot to say about this bike. I know nothing about it. I haven't seen like anybody ride one or anybody have reviews on it. So that's all right. Another day. I'm sure there'll be a BMW demo day sometime this summer. We'll catch that.